Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Houston's offense will go to work first. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Creates a little space. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Houston wants to play fast. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into that end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Clemson Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance, so I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Here's a quick throw after that. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it to the right. there to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Quickly complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. He marched 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive. The Cougars want to move quickly. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall, now 3rd and 10. Under fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sanford. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Leaves it with the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He wants to throw it again. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Gonna run it. It's Sanford. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. He'll pull it on the read.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Oh, they're after him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more. There he goes! Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there.
Sneaks into the end zone.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to USC. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Sanford. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll throw it from the red zone. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them back down. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Makes the catch. Oh, the quick spin move. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Quickly out to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He comes. They will score! Touchdown, Clemson!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half, with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sanford. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Across the 45. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
On a little time, lets it go. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Clemson jumps to the line, looking for a man. It's Carr. He lets one fly deep. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Going the other way, and he's got room. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a
brings it to the open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, putting in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Setting up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
On third and short, the power run here. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Bringing the heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll toss it. Turning it on. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 11 over Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes fine. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Can't get into the ground. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. 42 Spider. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage, even though the ball is only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Right on the money. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that 1st down marker. It's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Dropping back, it's Carr. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Breaks the tackle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Tiger! And the beatdown has ensued. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. This is a designed run. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quick catch on 3rd down. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Clemson! And the route is on. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. When you know you have a team out class.